My dad was watching a show called blanking.
Princess Mononoke?
No. Um, Mushishi.
Ah, yeah. The smaller anime.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Yeah.
Which at the time I was just standing there in our living room making fun of him for watching this weird all white show. But I think about it now to this day, and I think that's kind of what brought me into anime. So yeah, that's my memory.
If you guys have never seen Mushishi, you've got to watch it. It's like the most almost anti-anime, at least anti-shonen.
It's great to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
And that's not a dig.
It's a real chill anime.
Watch it and contemplate life. We'll talk about it later. Let's move on.
How about you, Julius?
My name is Julius Vladimir Francisco. I'm the youngest member of TISCAO, otherwise known as the Southern California School of Writers. In plain English, that's Ray Bradbury's group. I'm a member of 2.0. My most fond anime memory is when I was in grade 4, because like Rio, I was not born in the US. I was actually born in the Philippines. I spent the first 12 years of my life in Asia and didn't move here to the US permanently until I was about 12. And I basically saw Yu Yu Hakusho when it came out, like live. And when Genkai died, it was like a traumatic experience.
Spoiler.
It's a traumatic experience, and the memorable memory about it was like talking in grade school with my classmates like the day after, and it was just like so golden and so etched in my memory of how powerful a medium it can be, because just like that famous meme, it causes emotional damage.
Well, there are data to indicate that D&D players, when their characters die, they actually go through similar grieving stages.
Really?
I like it a little bit.
So we're all thrilled that you're here. We're thrilled to be here. And to make today's panel a bit more interactive, we're going to play a game called Showing You My Face.
Showing you my face.
That's all you, Scott.
That's right. He didn't like the title. I love the title.
But I didn't come up with anything better, so it's
There you
stay.
go.
Yep.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I got cards. I'm going to pass them out. We have 5 cards of each suit. All right? The faces you see up there are going to be associated with the suit. So Julius is diamonds, I'm spades, Marissa is hearts, Rio is clubs. If you want to play with a small group, let me know and I'll give you cards in the same suit next to you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pass out the cards, and then we're going to go through our top 3 anime characters for each of us, so a total of 12. I got to get a pen because I got to make sure I do math. What we're going to do is show you 3 characters for, let's say, Rio. I think you actually go first, right? We're going to show you 3 anime characters. Whoever has the club cards, it's going to be their job to guess which of those 3 characters is Rio's 3rd favorite anime character. And I'll show you when we get there how you show us the cards to show which one of those 3 you're picking. Does that make sense? And whoever wins, we got prizes, yo. Check this. I just found this today, man. This is like, it's an aura energy.
He's
drink.
so
He's
proud.
so proud of
He's
it.
so proud of it.
Y'all are harsh. I'm scared if I drink that, I'm gonna go around trying to eat people's fingers.
Here I am thinking you've already had one.
Yeah, this is being fifth. Okay, so I'm gonna come around past these cards.
All right, just to make things a little smoother, if you want to play, just go ahead and raise your hand. We're going to try and find groups of 5 so that we can be teams here. We'll make it work. Scott will come around and pass those out. And so yeah, we probably got a group around here, group over there.
For you. I'm gonna hook you guys up here.
There you go.
Spades
Awesome.
here. All right. So
Yeah, we got all kinds of prizes up here. I don't even know what Scott has conjured up for us, but it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a little like poster thingy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got some Shonen Jump postcards here. Those are pretty cool. Another energy drink. This looks. Oh yeah, Luffy. All right. Gum Gum. Yeah.
Oh, it's a sparkling water.
Yeah. Gum Gum High Fructose Corn Syrup. It's gonna be great.
Love that.
All right.
Don't call
Cool.
people
How
out
we
like
how we
that.
doing on teams?
Cop out.
Get a whole team together.
You best go give one to that little kid. I'll take it from somebody.
What's that?
Give it to this little kid back here. Dad, give it to him.
Scott,
We got team members.
we got
over
Sauron
there.
over there, man.
Oh yeah.
Give it to him.
Awesome.
He's like,
All right, so I think we got all the cards out. Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at the teams. If you're Team Diamonds, go ahead and raise those cards up. You are Team Julius Vladimir JV. That's your team over
Julius,
there.
give him some pep, man. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. If you have the spade cards, you are Team Scott. Let me see those cards.
You better be ready.
All right, we are spades right
Ready.
there.
All
Awesome.
right.
All right, if you're holding a heart card, hold those up. You are
Crew.
Team Marissa right
What's up,
here.
y'all?
Love it. And then if you are holding a club card, you are the luckiest in the room. You are on my team.
lame.
And you also will start first. So here's how this is going to work. Basically, you're going to see 3 characters on the screen. You're going to guess which one is my favorite. The way you're going to do this, and I'll go over this as we go over them
Yeah,
again.
let's go to the next slide.
But you're going to, perfect.
All right.
You will see 3 characters, and you'll show me which one you think it is by either showing the blue side, the number side, or holding it horizontal. All right? So let me pull up my notes right here. The first character, and this will be the blue side, that's Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. If it's the number side, it is Greed from Full Metal Alchemist. And if you think my favorite character is Monkey D. Luffy, and this is my 3rd favorite, there are 2 more that are coming, then hold that card horizontal for me. So whenever you decide you're ready, go ahead and hold up either the blue side, Joseph Joestar, the number side for Greed, or horizontal for Luffy. Let's see those cards, my team. All right, I got 2, 3 number side, 1 horizontal. Am I missing one, or do we have four members?
Who's a club?
Yeah, we should have kept track of
There
that.
should be another club.
All right. Well, we're gonna play with 1 man short. That's
Oh.
okay. Oh
Is,
no.
is that Sauron?
Oh. All right. I see it. Blue side, number side, or horizontal.
You get.
Horizontal. Got it. So I got 2 horizontals and 3 number sides, meaning 3 for Greed and 2 for Luffy. My guys, we're gonna work on our communication skills, I think. Joseph Joestar. Do you want me to talk a little bit about why I like Joseph? So I don't know if everyone's watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Any JoJo's fan out here?
Yeah.
All right. So the reason that I like Joseph, one of the first reasons is that his character is such a trickster. So originally, if you start with Jonathan, he's just this really stuffy superhero guy that does everything right and is protecting the weak people, and great, it's a fun story and all, but you gotta have a little bit of an edge to your good characters. But this isn't the only reason that I like Joseph. The reason that I like him is because he transcends generation into Stardust Crusaders, the next iteration, where he becomes this sort of old fuddy character that's grandfather to Jotaro. And he still maintains some of his goofiness, but what's cool is that now he has this added layer of being this sort of absent parent figure that didn't really father Jotaro, and I think Jotaro has a lot of angst about that makes him the stoic character that he is. But you don't get to see a lot of characters in 2 stages of their life, from this young, rambunctious kid in New York City to then out in the deserts, negotiating how to be a good family member, at the same time figuring out that maybe the skills that you possess that worked for you when you were younger aren't necessarily the right skill sets, but then you do have something to offer, as Joseph does, to the Stardust Crusaders team. And I think that's really interesting to watch. So I'm going to stop talking because we have more game to play. All right?
So we're gonna say we love what you said.
Yeah.
I'm counting your team's points. I got
Okay.
0.
Thank you. Thank you for the count.
Making sure my
It's
thumbs
all right.
work.
Everyone loves an underdog. All right. Next, we have Julius's 3rd favorite character is one of these. So if you think it is Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, show us the blue side. If you think it's Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, then show us the number side. And if you think it is and that is Jungle Emperor Leo. Leo from Jungle Emperor Leo, show me the horizontal. So I'm gonna go over that again. Kiki, blue side, Luffy, number side, Leo, horizontal. If you're holding those diamond cards, let me see them now.
Come on,
Groups over
Diamond.
there.
I got a
I know you're all
blue,
here.
blue.
Oh, they're all blue.
I got all blue. We found it, guys. We got the all blue. Julius, are you ready?
Yeah.
Julius, I think that is a 0.
I think they disagreed.
Of course, it's gonna be Leo, cause
I
like,
can count
cause if y'all know like anime history, it's pretty clear. Like Lion King totally stole that story.
I mean, how does that make you your favorite character, though? That's what I want to know.
The theft. The
Ju-
theft is key.
Well. I mean, outside of it, like being kind of like Hamlet, right? But like dealing with that kind of trauma from like a young and like seeing like the adversity of like rising up to the occasions. Not only an like adaptation of like Shakespeare, but like of like great world literature. But like I admire like characters that like rise up from like great trauma because I've seen that in my life. I was raised by people that grew up in World War II. I was not raised by my parents, and so like seeing like kids and then adults that grew up with that and try to like overcome it. To me, Leo is like one of the great exemplars in like anime history of that. So.
And again, that's a 0.
And this is fun. You don't know us from Adam. So this is a fun game. Moving on. All right, so Marissa's team, you guys are the heart cards. And we got our 3 characters right up here. I got Ein from Cowboy Bebop. I got Edward from Full Metal Alchemist. And Winry Rockabelle. Ring Ring.
Damn.
Number 3rd character. All right. Ring Ring Rockabelle.
Ring.
If your team Marissa holding a heart card, hold up blue side for Ein, number side for Edward, and horizontal for Winry. Which one of these is Marissa's third favorite character? All right, so I have, oh yeah, we're split across the board. I got 3 horizontal, so 3 Winry, 1 Edward, and 1 Ein. Let's see what it is. Ein's on the board, as is Marissa with 1 point. Great job, guys. First point of the game.
With the dog, guys.
See, think about it. That's mathematically, that's a winning strategy because they all had like different, you know what I mean?
True.
I don't think they talk to each other, but you never know. Yes. I'm all about the telepathic communication. I did the last one, too.
I didn't know we could use superpowers.
Of course we can.
Man,
Anime, man.
All right.
Okay.
Tell us about Ein.
I mean, he's a cute little dog, guys. Look at him. He's corgi, and he's smarter than everybody else on the show. Like
Same thing.
we love Cowboy Bebop, but like the dog is like he's the real hero, man. Like
And that's very close to the best episode of Cowboy Bebop.
of course,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
They just chase the dog the whole episode. Yeah, so I mean, short and simple, we love a mascot of a show. We love how they make him smart. Plus, he's just a corgi. We love a corgi. So that's that one.
That's 1 point.
My favorite
I'm
character.
still winning. Don't give me the
You are
slack
winning.
for the one.
You are.
But-
But here, my team's about ready to jump. Here
All
we
right.
go.
So let's see if you have. Is it the spades or the spade? If you're holding a spade card, you're on Scott's team. How we doing? We good? All right. I
All right,
see
let's
you.
go.
I
Yeah,
see
there
you.
you
All right.
All right. Here are the 3 characters that we have for Scott. So first, we're starting with L from Death Note. That's Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. And then the third one, I'm gonna reference my notes here, but I believe that's Olivier Mira Armstrong, and she's a general major, high rank from Full Metal Alchemist. All right,
That's a hard one.
that is a hard one.
That's a hard one.
So if you think Scott's favorite character is L from Death Note, that's the blue side. If you think it's Luffy, that's the number side. And if it's Olivier Armstrong, it's horizontal. Spade team, let's see those cards. All right, I am seeing
Okay, we got
2
couple.
face, 2 blue, and 1 horizontal. They're going with the same strategy. This is
You
good.
see me. Okay.
All right, because that's right.
We're tied for first with 1 point.
Whatever.
How can this
It's getting harder
character
than I
not
thought.
be in someone's top 3? All right, you got this show with all of these alchemists doing all their stuff, And here you have basically Brigadier General running Briggs, toughest person in the show. And the relationship with her brother is just fantastic. And I have to say, I am a vet, and I have a strong appreciation for the military code, and she embodies that in the show better than anybody else. And when she, dare I say, takes down that general who tries to get her to become a homunculus, and she buries him in cement. That's my
She
favorite.
ain't playing no games.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Strong female characters. I'm all
Yes.
back. All right. So we are back all the way around full circle to my second favorite character. And look at these three. My team, blue side for Luffy, number side for Major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, and then horizontal if it's Winry Rockbell from Full Metal Alchemist. Luffy, Major, Winry. Let's see those cards now.
You freak your team out, man. They're all scared to answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, I got 4 blue. It's okay. I'm never gonna be mad at you guys. I promise. I got 4 blue. I got.
see, they
I got.
changed their answers.
We
They're
switched
scared.
up. All right, so I got 1 blue.
Cowards.
I got 2 horizontal. Is that 1 face right there that I'm seeing? 2 horizontal. What else do you
You
do?
got 3 horizontal.
3
got 3
horizontal,
horizontal.
1 blue, and 1 face.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. See, we're starting to speak the same language a little bit. I got
Damn.
1 point with Major. All right. So
We're loving the 1 point.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna
Slow
make
and
it, guys.
steady.
You know, those are
Slow
all
and
the people
steady.
that switch their cards too, man. When you doing code, like,
Well,
Oh, dang.
actually, maybe I was thinking
Yeah.
horizontal,
It's the
even though
telepathic
it was that.
communication.
All right, strong female characters. Remember, guys. So there are a few reasons why I do like Major. One is that she's just skilled, competent, independent, super badass, like taking charge, kind of like Olivier, right? But what's more interesting is that she is literally created to be in peak physical condition. She's beautiful, and yet it's not about the sexuality. It exists there. I mean, yeah, we can talk a little bit about Scarlett Johansson playing her, and what the differences are, and why there might have been a disconnect in the appreciation of that. But the Major is supposed to look good, just by design. But it never becomes a component of her strength. There are characters that use their sexuality to their strength. Faye Valentine
Chainsaw
from
Man.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, it can be a component, but I think that the Major is able to sort of maintain this status among any of her male peers, and still it doesn't phase anyone that she's a woman, which is kind of cool to watch, even though maybe a little bit unrealistic based on what we have in the real world.
it's sci-fi.
And then the main reason I think is that I really like characters in anime that we get to sort of explore our existence through. So she is this sort of vessel. You gotta go, that's all right.
okay.
You wanna hand off your card? Would anyone like to be on my team? If you wanna grab that card, there you go.
All
Beautiful.
right.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
We'll see you later.
Thank you for coming, I'm Soran.
And then he'll always be watching. And that's really, I mean, she's a vessel for humanity. We're talking about the ghost in the shell, literally, like, what is the soul? What makes us human? How much of us does there have to remain before we become something else or no longer human? And where is that line? I love playing with that. And yeah, I love playing this game. So let's move on to the next round.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Oh.
How many points did you score in that one?
1.
Because I jumped the gun and said 3. I also want to say
Dang.
I used that Ghost in the Shell in a class on consciousness in college.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. And after the show,
Ballsy.
there was a
Pretty
woman.
intense.
I said, "What'd you think?" She goes, "Oh, that's the kind of stuff I wouldn't let my kid watch."
Yeah.
So I knew that I had succeeded.
Yeah. Success in education. All
There
right.
you go.
So let's move on. Julius's team, I should remember by now, I believe Diamonds. You got these 3 characters here. We're looking at Spike Spiegel. That's going to be your blue side. That is Adam from Astro Boy. That's the number side. And then Greed from Full Metal Alchemist will be horizontal. I'll give you a minute to think. Maybe that's what I need to do with my team. I need to like not rush you guys. All right, I'm getting some nods. Good. Okay. So take a minute, discuss if you need, and then when you're ready, Blue side for Spike, a number side for Adam, horizontal for Greed. Let's see them.
I feel like I should be able to.
Are they ready?
Because I don't know. I don't know. Ask your team.
Yeah.
It's your team. Are they ready?
You must never hesitate, just like in The Rock.
We'll get wrong answers.
All right, ready? All right, go ahead.
All right, let's see those cards.
Oh, they're strategizing. Some people get you a point.
Okay, interesting. This is a
3,
strategy.
1, 1.
All right.
Oh, wait.
So
2,
we
2,
got 2, 2, and 1.
Okay, so my favorite is Atomu. Because again, like I don't know if he's Pinocchio, right? He's like created like by he was a being born out of trauma, because the father lost their kid, and in order to like kind of get over that, like he had to create kind of like this other son, like surrogate son, which is like the Pinocchio, like, you know, world legend realized again. That's what I love about anime so much, is because they're able to take like they do even better adaptations than like other mediums of like world literature. Like example, in Japan they got like Nippon Animation. They have like the World Masterpiece Theater. In my opinion, up to this day, the best adaptation of Little Women is not any type of live action, but the one done in Japan. Because it's like you watch it and it's not only like no perfect from like the book, they even do fanfic. They add stuff into it and it's spectacular.
Okay.
So the thing is like that's
Not
why
fan service, fan
that's why I like Atom, is because like, again, being born out of trauma, but it's like an adaptation of like a world type of, you know.
Cool. So. JV, you open to questions?
Huh?
Are you open to questions?
Oh, sure.
I just have a quick question, because this is not the original one from the 60s. This is the later version. Is this correct?
The photo
The photo
is, but I saw the
Doing
original.
my best, man.
I saw the original on Betamax. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Let's not destroy it.
From the 60s.
No, he is from the '60s.
So we're talking about original.
Yeah, the
Tetsuya
original.
Atomo
Yeah,
from
I grew up with the
60s.
original. Yeah.
But I mean, the story does sort of continue, right? Pluto just came out on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen, and I didn't even realize till I watched it that it was connected to the Atomo story. And honestly, if you haven't read much or any of Osamu Tezuka's work, I highly recommend it. Some of it is very much rooted in Japanese World War II trauma, but at the same time, it always has a message of hope, and I really highly recommend it. Absolutely. Cool. Let's move on.
You guys scored 2 points that round.
Yeah.
Thank you, my people.
I believe you're in the lead now. Okay, Marissa's team, Team Hearts. You basically know what to do here. Blue side's going to be Winry. Number side's going to be Kiki. Horizontal's going to be Ed. Now, I'm going to give you, I know, a little bit of time to figure it out. We're going to take it
Well, they're all
nice and
strategizing
easy.
now.
Well, they're seeing that it works. Yeah. So far, the strategy has gained some points. 2 points, in fact. So take your time when you're ready. Blue side, Winry. Number side, Kiki. Horizontal is Edward Elbrick. All right. I am seeing 1, 2, 3 face, 1 blue, and 1 horizontal. Marissa, are you ready to show?
Yeah.
So if you were holding the blue side, I believe that's 1 point
I
for
got
your
the
team.
ones.
Nice.
I got the ones.
Nice.
So 2 teams tied for first, Julius and Marissa. But tell us about Edward.
Yeah, so I really like Edward because of his like moral compass. There's a huge just battle within himself the whole show, about if he's gonna do what he wants for himself or if he's going to do what he thinks is best for just like humanity in general. And I like seeing that struggle that he has with himself, and he brings his brother into it. He brings all the people that are around him in it as well. They're all kind of fighting for this end goal, and it's just about what he's going to do to get there. I kind of love watching people struggle with that, like, moral conflict, because there are situations that people don't ever know how they're going to react until they're doing it. So the fact that he has an idea of how it's going to go and then it completely changes when it gets put in his lap, I think that's really awesome that we get to see those kind of struggles in anime. It happens in other animes, it's not just this one. But he really stood out to me in that because, I mean, he's just a kid. He's just a teenager that's doing real adult stuff. So that the fact that he has those like adult feelings and emotions and thought processes is really, really amazing to see.
Fantastic. That was 1 point. I'm just making sure we're all on the same page here.
I'm still tied for what?
When my team wins, I don't want y'all crying.
Okay.
So
All right.
we're
Well,
going
let's see you back up your words with some action here. Moving on to Scott's team. That's Team Spades. So if you think that Scott's, this is his number 2 is Monkey D. Luffy. That's going to be the blue side. Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. That'll be the number or the face side. And if it's Spike Spiegel, that'll be horizontal. All right, Spade team, do your strategizing, figure it out. I'm sure you'll do so well. This is a different game.
Last round, no one's talking.
I don't know if All right. So we got 2 face, 2 horizontal, and 1 blue side.
You guys gotta respect me when you see my choice.
No, we don't.
That's 2 points. That's 2 points.
That probably puts us in the league of 3. Thank you very much.
Okay. Last round, no one's talking to nobody.
But if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, this character makes you think, what the hell? And then it's like, can I get caught watching this show with this guy?
Yikes.
And then when you go find a Funko Pop and he's got bungee, blah, 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 Lord have mercy. I saw the show and I said, there's no way on God's green earth I would ever see anything like this on American media. There's a guy who basically finds himself aroused by power. And he's hunting Gun, and he lets Gun win and continue to win because he wants him to be his prey later when he's got his... Man, that's just... All right, y'all want to call me a creep fighter. This character was so compelling. And then when he gets caught in conversations with the assassin boy's brother...
Killa's brother.
Yeah, exactly. Those conversations where you got 2 pro killers who are just kind of sorting out, and then he says, well, maybe I'll kill your brother now. And he just turns into the, oh, Lord have mercy. This character just kept the show going for me. I thought Gunn, of course, but we've seen that character, and over and over, to be honest, I've never seen anything like Ahsoka before, and I absolutely love it. So, hate me if you want to.
Deal.
Togashi's a genius. That's
But I will say that there is something to be said for subversive characters and representation in media that isn't based in or started in the United States, because you do get to see a different culture, and not just a different culture's output of media, but the acceptance of it from a different cultural perspective.
Yeah.
And there will be conflict. There is a very different relationship, I think, in the United States with, say, nudity than there is in Japan. If anyone else wants to play the game, go ahead and grab one of those cards, and I will guide you through the rest. See you guys.
See you later. Titan, thanks for coming.
Salute. And there are other more controversial aspects that maybe I won't go into, but some things are maybe a little more okay in Japan than they are here.
I don't want to comment on that.
Go for it.
Because we're screaming for representation in American media right now, and it has to do with how the United States treats others, right? Whereas I've been to Japan, and the others are still in the group. Now you can tell me, because there were places where you went to be this, but they were in public. They weren't scooted off to some hidden club or some basement. So it seemed to me as though the Japanese culture took all of itself within itself, and you were still othered, of course.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like geographic, where you just couldn't be around everyone.
I'm to an extent. I think
You
that.
can tell me I'm wrong.
I think that there is a place for subversive culture in Japan. I think the difference is that there isn't just an outright disdain
Right.
and a subjugation and a sort of like cordoning off of people that don't think.
You said that much better than I did. Absolutely.
Well, I think the difference is that they know their flaws, and I'm not saying the subversive culture is a flaw, but Japanese people are flawed, and part of that is that there is an aspect of xenophobia where it's a very homogenous culture
Yes.
of all Japanese
Yeah.
people that strive to behave the same way, but at the same time, everyone's aware that the way they're behaving in public is a facade. Everyone knows that just below the surface, everyone's kind of a weirdo.
Love
and I think
that.
there's a better acceptance of that.
Yes.
And they are a more holist collectivist culture, which means they understand that the people we would call dissonants are actually part of what their culture is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something to be kept out and put away. It's actually integrated in ways that I appreciate, and I love this character. Let's move on.
Amazing. Yeah, I was going to say, before we put you to sleep with our ramblings, let's go to the final round. All right, team, you know what to do. And if you don't, if you have a card and you are holding I have the clubs, is that right, Mike? Yes.
Yeah.
It's Club Rio. If you're holding a card with
Club
clubs,
Rio.
here's how you play. If you think my favorite character is Greed from Full Metal Alchemist, hold up the blue side of the card. If you think my favorite character in anime is Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, hold out the face side of your card. If you think that my favorite character is Saitama from One Punch Man, hold up the card horizontally. Now, take a moment if you're holding a club card, think about what my favorite character might be.
That's code for strategize.
Nah, I told y'all no
And
talking.
Blue side for Greed, face side for Kiki, horizontal for Saitama. All right, I'm seeing. Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4? Do I have a fifth player? All right, so I got 2 face and 3 horizontal. We're going with that. I'll take those 3 points. Thank you very much. Well done.
Jumps into the lead.
Yes. I mean, come on. If you've watched One Punch Man, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's hysterical. But here's why he's one of my favorite characters of all time in anime. We've been talking about subversive characters. He is a subversive hero.
Yeah.
The thing, like, the character of Saitama, he's just this sort of like middle-aged dude, a little bit younger, adult, kind of down on his luck, doesn't really have any other talent except for the fact that he's the most powerful person in the world, if not the universe. And that conflict makes it hysterical. But at the same time, when you watch it, it's also kind of sad. Because what do you do when you've achieved everything? When you are at the top and there's no question about it. Imagine that. I mean, yeah, we all want to be maybe the smartest person in the room or the best at the thing that we love to do. What if that just fell in your lap now? Now what? What do you do?
You know, I was actually in a rabbit hole on YouTube the other night.
Of course you are.
As he does.
And,
I'm one to judge, but yeah.
I saw this person analyze Saitama in terms of being a Lovecraftian god. And the idea is we look at Lovecraftian gods with cosmic dread because they can annihilate us. However, he can annihilate any Lovecraftian god. So he's on the other side of that cosmic power spectrum. And it was like, what would be the case? Pure melancholy.
Yeah.
There are no challenges left. So I thought that was pretty insightful.
But isn't it interesting that he could be the perfect hero, and yet just the society of Japan is like, what are you doing? Who are you? We don't like you. You're not cool. You're not heroic. You're not our idea of a hero.
Right.
So then isn't that interesting that a hero isn't necessarily defined by their ability and their strength, but rather how they are perceived by the culture around them. And that's so fun.
You just explained why I'm so underappreciated.
All the ability. Meanwhile,
I don't think
my
so.
team and I are connecting. We're doing so great.
You took the lead.
I did. Thank you. And the last thing is, I just really appreciate a meta anime or entertainment media where it's very self-aware, and I think that One Punch Man really does embody that. That's all I have to say about it.
We love your top tier.
All right, so let's see if anyone can take the win away from us now. JV, I have three characters of yours. Your number one is somewhere hidden in here. If Team Diamond, you think Julius's favorite character is Guts, that will be the blue side of the card. If you think it is also Saitama from One Punch Man, face side of the card. And if you think it's Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, horizontal card is what you'll be holding up. I'll give you a little bit of time to do whatever you do.
Do whatever you do.
And then when you're ready, hold up that card. Blue side for Guts, face side for Saitama,
They're cheating.
horizontal for Hisoka.
I told them the talking.
All right. I am seeing, what's that? This is the first one. That's Guts. Our final answer. All 5 Guts.
Elvis has left the building.
He got insane. He was like, he has trauma. It's got.
Now, going back to this, like the previous thing that they were talking about was Saitama. His cosmic melancholy is that Lovecraftian dread, essentially, right? And as you see that as a pattern with the characters that I picked up, they all had childhood trauma, right? I was raised by people that had so much trauma because they suffered in World War II. And so they either grew up in World War II or they actually did the fighting. And people don't think about that. The actual fighters, they carry that within them because they make monsters of themselves because they kill their fellow human beings. And who in that character list suffered more than, they all had childhood trauma, right? But he's been physically violated in the worst sense of the manner. Like he lost his parents, he's an orphan, and you know what happened to him with his, parental figure, right? And what does he do in response to that? He tries to be a better man in the story. And even at the end, when he was thinking about revenge with Grifisu, in close to the end, he was just trying to move on and have a nice life with Casca. That is what we should strive for. Not necessarily forgiveness, but have the sense of trying to move on, even in spite of insurmountable trauma that we suffer. So that's why he's my favorite character.
All right.
And your team jumped in the lead with 7.
Wow.
That's 7, so we got some work to do.
All
Way to
right.
go, you guys.
There is a possibility that Merce's team can tie, and
Come on
Scott's
now.
team
Tell
could
everything.
possibly win.
Oh, we're gonna.
All right. So, Team Hearts, here are your choices. If
It's
you
hard,
think
y'all, I'm sorry.
Marissa's favorite character is Envy from Full Metal Alchemist, that's going to be the blue side. If it's Toga from Jujutsu Kaisen, that's face side. If it's Winry Rockbell, she's going to be horizontal. Envy blue, Toga face, Winry horizontal. Take your time to figure out the complexities of life and also what character you think is Rissa's favorite. All right. How
They can't afford to have a split.
This is true.
Don't do my team like that.
I mean,
Make decisions that you want to make.
yeah.
There's no need to win.
All right. They've gone and done it.
Oh my god.
Horizontal. Marissa, are you ready?
Yeah. I had no choice over what was on the thing. That's all he knew, so he put it in there. They did. Well, it was all because Winry was in all of mine every single time.
That's a pattern.
I see the logic.
There you go.
I had no control
I'm sorry
though.
about that.
Yeah, it was. And it was just me. They were against me. They didn't want me
Like
to
I
win.
said, we love an underdog story.
Okay, so he's my favorite because I don't know if you noticed, I kind of like a moral dilemma. He has an amazing power. Plus, it's just kind of hilarious that all he can talk about is like sushi words. I kind of find that awesome.
I love it.
But he has an amazing power that he doesn't want to use because it hurts him physically if he has to use it. So I think it kind of shows that like you have this power and you can do anything you want with this power, but it takes a toll on you every time you use it. And you get to literally like physically see that in him because you know it happens because you see it in every superhero movie, every anime that like the hero eventually gets really depressed or has something go wrong because they have this much power and they have to figure out what to do with it. He literally shows the physical toll that it has on him, and he has to choose when he uses his power. Most of the time it seems like he uses it in terms of like I have to save someone else. It's very rarely for himself, it's for other people. And I think that it's just super cool. Plus like sushi words, like that's so creative. Like who came up with that?
I mean, you know I love humor in anime, but like, the concept that interests me is heroism or heroic power as a limited resource. And we see this with other, like Chainsaw Man, for example. You have to like give up a part of yourself in order to make contracts with devils. There's something very intriguing about watching being a hero eating away at you physically.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's a theme that's consistent in a lot of animes is being costs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not
Which
like
it does.
It's not exactly.
Yeah, life's
it's
hard,
not
y'all.
Like I promise you're gonna go to some space.
Equivalent exchange is real, homies.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
it is.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And I love that character, man. I laughed.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this team.
For the win, Scott's team.
I hope he
believe
loses.
That's team.
I hope
so
y'all
hard.
like activate to go against him.
Here are your three. That's Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. That's Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. And that is another Ed, but Ed from Cowboy Bebop. Now, you know the drill.
I got a home
Blue
court
side for Edward. Face side for Luffy. Horizontal for Ed. Take your time. Make your choices. Get comfortable with living with that choice. Because this is the last one you will make.
He's guilting you.
In
Make your choices. He's trying to make you not guess what you want to guess.
I mean, I'm no longer in the running, so it doesn't matter to me.
You know, Julius.
All right, so when
Thank you,
you're
thank
ready
you.
and you've made your choice, hold up those cards. All right, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a fifth? Okay.
Wasn't
Okay.
sure.
So I have 4 face cards and 1 blue card, making this a possibility for you to tie for first. The answer might surprise you. You did great.
Yo, I'm wearing the costume. I set it up so you would know.
King Kong ain't got ish on me.
Yep. Well played, guys.
Yay!
But Scott,
Y'all let me talk my bit about why I love Edward Elric. So Marissa already talked a lot of, I'll say what I want to say, is that by him, much like Monkey D. Luffy, by the way, by being enthusiastically committed to something and be willing to pay the cost for that something, people follow him. And this show ends not with a superhero killing the one. Because remember, it's the one,
Spoiler.
right? It's the diversity of the world that Edward has brought into this life, into this fight, that beats the one. There's a story there. You don't have to tell people you're a hero. You just do the work. Be committed and people will follow you, right? So have a passion, follow it, and people will follow you. And that's why I grew up and became Professor Edward Elric. Thank you very much.
so Scott, tell us our scores.
So starting from the bottom, we got Marissa's team at 2.
You know, 2's a great number, y'all. 2's a great
It's
number.
not the loneliest number.
It's even.
Then we have my wonderful team at 4.
The best team.
Oh, we haven't talked for a second. Rio's team is also at 4.
That's right.
I can't even add single digits. And then Julius' team is the winner with 7.
Hey, Straw Hats, we gotta do the theme right. Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun.
right.
So does everyone?
So what happens is
Yeah.
this. We need the 4 people from that team to come up.
We got 5 of them.
Five.
Come on up.
5 people from that team to come up.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play junking with these 5, and they're gonna then get to pick what they win.
All right.
1, 2, 3. We did this right. Okay. So
So, Janken is just the Japanese style of rock, paper, scissors. And we're gonna play this as a group. So you're gonna throw on pong. Janken pong. Does that make sense? It's like rock, paper, scissors. Now we're playing as a group, not against one-on-one, so I'll let you know if it's together or not. Yeah, it gets a little confusing. Just throw on pong. All right, y'all good? Y'all ready? It's
Yeah.
rock, paper, scissors. Rock,
It's just
paper, scissors.
with Japanese words.
Like you would, but just the Japanese words. That's all. All right, ready? Janken pong. Let's try that one more time. Janken pong. All right, stop. That's a tie. One more time. Janken pong. Still tied. Janken pong. All right, still tied. Janken pong. Still tied. One more time. Janken pong. Stop right there. You two survive. You two are out. I'm
all
so
right,
sorry.
don't leave. So the
Yeah.
2, who are the 2
The
survivors?
2 of you right here with Rock are
Okay,
the survivors.
they go up against
Are
each
you
other
ready
now.
for the
You guys
final?
say.
Janken pong. We have a winner,
Hey.
ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen.
So the winner, we have 3 prizes. You can have this, which is a whole bunch of little anime posters. This is just 3 of them. You can have one of those, or you can have one of these fabulous drinks I found down on the floor. The choice is yours. All right, and take one of those. Take them all.
He's so
The
Take
whole
that
stack.
That whole stack.
That's right.
And then take that little sticker thing so you can put it wherever you want. Thank you so much for playing.
Well played.
All right then, number 2, you get to now come up and pick.
You actually, yeah.
All right, responsible for the side effect.
And you 3, you don't actually lose. Now you get to.
Hey,
play
if you're
Janken
a
one more
player,
time.
stick around. We're gonna try to get a picture with every moment. we're
If
done.
you
If you have to
want
go,
you gotta
go.
you
It's
gotta
okay.
go. All
It's
right.
okay.
I'm
Or
sorry.
you can just decide amongst yourselves what you want of the remaining 3 prizes.
Do I get something since I was your only person that picked the last
My brother, I have something special for you. Hold on, okay?
He said, "You best not forget me."
You can either take a stack of cards or the drink.
Grab it. Look at y'all.
All right.
All right, you take that. All right, thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
playing, guys.
All right,
Congratulations.
we got a special prize out in the audience. Who has a card that has Monkey D. Luffy on it?
Oh. Me.
Oh,
That's yours as
My
well.
team is the ish.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So, we have about 5 minutes. I think it's just, we'll do social media. Yeah, I got you, brother. Okay, hold on. No, let me do this first and then I'll, okay.
can't ruin his train of thought.
Because, there's karma going on here. I gotta be careful not to mess. Alright. So we're gonna start at the end. I'm gonna ask my panelists to tell you where they can find you on, you can find them on social media.
Where we can find ourselves,
Absolutely.
guys.
Find yourselves.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, that QR code up on the screen will help you to find where we will be for the rest of the con. We got one more panel tomorrow going on. You can find my social media at I Know Rio, spelled like it sounds. Do you know Rio? Because I do not. That is all.
I don't either.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the panel.
My pleasure.
Me, okay. I unfortunately don't have any public social media at the moment. If they ask me to do more of these panels, I might decide to make one. But for now, I don't.
Thank you for being on the panel, Marissa.
Yeah.
If you practice historical European martial arts, Filipino martial arts, anything bladed or combatives, I actually have one of the biggest channels in Facebook concerning that. For one reason or another, no one follows us on YouTube. So just look up June.
You can't say stuff like that in public.
You gotta boost yourself up, man.
But we do have thousands of views like every time we go live. But every time we go live in Facebook, like all over the planet, but it's just not in YouTube for some reason. Like no one, I don't know.
So if you
Where can they find you on
June
social
and
media?
Paul Show in Facebook. June and Paul Show.
If you want to be watched on YouTube, you got to make something happen in 10 seconds. If you
Says
don't
the
make something
hour-long
happen in
video
10,
guy.
12,
Yeah.
I know, that's why people don't watch, because I know. All right, so you can find me on YouTube at Dark Loops Productions. Just type Dark Loops Productions into the Google machine, and it'll take you right there. That QR code will take you to the page as well. Tomorrow afternoon, I guess, 12:30. Chaos everywhere. Rise of the Tricksters. What we're going to do on that panel is talk about the fact that tricksters seem to be everywhere now in media. We're going to talk about the history of tricksters a little bit, and then why are we all of a sudden seeing all these people that are tricksters, not necessarily all people. And of course, we're going to play a game, so you get to come do that.
More prizes.
And then we're going to close off the Dark Loops Productions contribution to Fan Expo New Orleans with a Why We Love Ted Lasso panel. We're going to play a game there as well, so come and join us. Is there staff in the audience here?
No.
Well, okay, let's clap for a minute, guys. Because this has been seamless for us. We've done a lot of these panels, and sound works, everything's been
Straw hat,
really
show up tomorrow.
appreciated. And then, anybody that wants to come up here and take a group photo with us, you can all stand them there. We'll stand or sit up here. We'd love to have a picture with you. We can post. So thank you all for coming, and if you want to be part of the picture, come up here front.
Thank you.
Who's gonna take the picture?
We'll
Kristen?
work it out.
Okay, she don't want to be in the picture.
And, hey, my buddy.
Who you calling out?
I don't know if the junior called me.
Oh. Dual call out.